Hey guys, Hector here with another cosplay vlog. And for Halloween this year, I decided to dress up as Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. And believe it or not, I never even heard of Over the Garden Wall until this year. A friend of mine showed it to me. I watched the entire series. It's only like 10 episodes, about 10 minutes each. It was on Cartoon Network, and you can find it on Hulu. And so I wanted to buy the Blu-ray. Usually when I really like a show or a movie, I buy the Blu-ray so that I get the highest quality, and I always have it. I don't have to keep purchasing a subscription like Hulu or Netflix or whatever. But this, for some reason, doesn't have a Region A Blu-ray, so I had to buy a Region B Blu-ray, which means it doesn't work in all Blu-ray players. It didn't want to work in my Xbox One, and it won't work in a normal Blu-ray player unless it's a Region B Blu-ray player, or I put it in my PlayStation 4 Pro. I don't know if it's all PlayStation 4s. I can't say for sure. But I popped it into my PlayStation 4 Pro and it worked just fine. Didn't have any hiccups, even though I live in a Region A district or whatever you want to call it. And this is a Region B Blu-ray. Still worked just fine. But anyways, so let's just talk about the costume. As I said, Halloween this year, I decided to dress up as Wirt, the main character. And if you guys saw the show, you can see that it was kind of a cosplay for him, and he just got like some Civil War attire. I just got a white shirt and some gray slacks, and then I got some suspenders with the X on the back, because there's only like one scene that you can actually see his back without the over top cape thingy, whatever you want to call it. But he has the X overalls, and so I looked all over the internet for a hat and a coat, because that's like the main part of the costume, I guess. The hat was pretty easy to find, pretty cheap on Amazon. I'll leave links in the description as always, so you guys can get the pieces if you guys want, except for the shirt and the pants. Those were just something I had in my closet. But the hat was fine. It was only like $10. The coat, so there were a couple different options up on Amazon. Some people just get some side thingies. Some people get some Chinese manufactured overcoat specifically for Over the Garden Wall, but those things are usually custom and it takes way too long, and it probably wouldn't have come in time for Halloween. So I was just searching through Amazon and I found this cloak. It actually came with a hood with blue on one side and red on the other, which is just like Wirt's, because some wear just blue, and he has blue and red. And so I got that. I snipped off the hood, and it was long enough for an adult like me. I'm 177 centimeters, I believe, which is about 5'8", and so it was about the right size as Wirt's. And then I bought these gold buttons separately, and I asked my niece to sew them on. She's been in a couple of my videos, as you guys might have seen. We've usually eaten Japanese snacks and stuff, but she sewed on the buttons for me. And like I said, I cut off the hood. And then this part, it's like a red tie. It's supposed to be a blue tie. It was red, but whatever. But it seems to fit the costume pretty well, if you ask me. I mean, check it out. I thought about shaving to do like the full attire and cosplay and everything, but I had to go to school and work and everything, and I was just like, I don't want to shave. And I was also thinking about like putting blush on my nose or whatever, because a lot of scenes on the cartoon, his nose is like kind of red and pronounced or whatever. I also thought about adding like some lining. Like, you know how there's Borderland cosplayers who have like the lining up on their jaws and everything to pronounce it. But of course with Borderlands it's like really, really defined. But this is a cartoon also, so I can kind of do that. But I think his nose is kind of like red because, you know, he's out in the cold, or they're all out in the cold in the woods and everything. So I think that's why his nose is like that, but I'm not 100% sure. You know, I can always use some feedback in the comments, and tell me what you guys think about my little costume, Halloween costume or cosplay of Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. You think it's good enough? It's okay. And this is completely empty, and it stands up on its own. Completely empty, and it stands up on its own, in case you didn't hear. But again, I'll leave some links in the description to like the Amazon listings, or maybe I'll just leave a link to my website, which has all the Amazon listings or whatever. And I don't know, tell me what you guys think about my costume and what you guys think about Over the Garden Wall. And have you dressed up like that? Do you want to dress up as any of the characters from Over the Garden Wall? I don't know. Just leave me a little bit of feedback. And thumbs up this video. And as always, don't be afraid to be an otaku.